But yeah, it was funny. I remember when he saw me in the gym, I was walking over to the water fountain, and I had a good pump going. I had a tank top on. I just got done doing arms. I was as pumped as I ever am. Perfect timing, And he was like giving a tour or something, and he came walking. He's like, oh, and he's like, and I was like, hey, and
I could just imagine his face.
yeah, it was funny. He was like, oh, I didn't know if that's what he was saying. Is like,
he was ever so slightly attracted to you.
That happens, I mean, no. All right, we got a very special guest on the show today. It's the sheriff himself.
What up?
Yeah, and we're gonna discuss some bodybuilding. I've convinced him to become a bodybuilder with me, and we've been hitting the gym hard as fuck.
It was weird how you convinced me to do that. You just kind of texted me one night like,
yeah,
hey, you can come over. We're going to have fun, and I'm going to convince you to be a bodybuilder. And I'm like, all right, cool.
That's what I do. I mean, I can't help it. So I would like to discuss some things because I know that you've been having some questions, especially about nutrition. So, where to start? How many calories should you eat in a day? All right, so you've been kind of counting your calories, right? And you're typically getting what, like 3,500, something like that?
It's probably a little under that, or probably around 3,000.
Okay,
but most of that is not good foods.
Sure,
to be quite honest.
Sure, yeah.
It's a hard transition from eting constant microwave food to actually trying to cook things and eat healthy. So
yeah, it's definitely tough at first. So let's say a good place to start would be 2,500 calories. Okay, so that's what you're going to eat in a day. 2,500. All right. So
is that with or without workout?
That's how much you're eating. So forget the workout. You're going to do that every day. 2,500. And there are some theories that say like on your day off you should eat less or whatever. I don't fuck around with that. I just eat the same thing every day because the days that you're off are also the days that you're recovering from like a hard workout. You know what I mean? Like if you did fucking squats, like tomorrow we're going to take off, right? Or I am at least. And
I'll probably do some cardio tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's more or less like an off day. So you're definitely going to want to eat and rebuild your muscles, because that's going to reduce your soreness and everything too. So, okay, so yeah, we're going to start 2,500 calories, and you have your macronutrients, right? I talked about this a bit before, right? We have protein, fats, and carbs. Okay, so how many calories is 1 gram of protein?
I don't know.
It's 4. Okay. How many calories is 1 gram of carbs?
A lot.
4.
So each is 4.
How many calories is 1 gram of fat?
8.
9.
Yeah, that's close.
I thought you would say 4. I always trick people into doing that. Okay, so, the point being there that if you eat, equal amounts of fat, carbs, and protein, you're going to get way more calories from fat, right? It's over twice as much, So what I like to do, I do 40%, or actually 45% of my calories from carbs. Okay, most of my diet's carbs. Then I try to do 35% of my diet from protein. Okay. How much for carbs?
45.
How much for protein?
35.
What do we got left?
If I know math correctly.
Yeah, I know. I fucked it up too. I think 20.
20% fat.
Okay, so we got 20% fat. That's what I shoot to do. What I typically end up doing is like 45% carbs, and then usually about 30. Usually about 30 and 30. That's 105%. That's not right.
Okay, so 45 and 35.
30 and 25. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Here's what I do. All right. We're going to get this clear. Carbs, 45%.
Okay.
All right. Protein, 30%.
Right.
Fats, 25%.
Okay.
Okay. So, this is math. All right. I wonder if I can... let me see if I can bring this up so the people can see it.
Now, I'll observe your theory here, but I do have a question for you when we're done.
Sure. I'm gonna break this down for you. All right. I'm gonna show the people. All right. We got our handy dandy calculator here. So if we're starting with 2,500 calories, okay, 2,500 times 0.45. So that's how many calories you need to get per day from from carbs.
Okay.
Right? So how many calories is each gram of carbs?
4.
So we divide that by 4. That's how many grams of carbs you need to eat per day. Okay.
Okay.
So, and that's a lot, so that gives you a lot of room there. That's really flexible.
And this doesn't have to be an exact number, right? I can round to the nearest low.
I mean, yeah, if you're, mine's always off. It's never precise at all, but that's what I try to shoot for. The important thing and the thing that's hard is to keep your fats down, especially if you're trying to eat a lot of protein, we'll get to that. It's tough to stay low on that. So here, let's reset this. Pretty sure there's a way to do that. That's not right. How do you reset it? Like that? All right. So now, how much for protein? How many, what percentage?
It's 40. No, 30.
There you go. All right. So we take our 2,500 calories times 0.3. So that's how many calories from protein you need per day. So then that divided by how many calories per gram?
4.
4. So we divide that by 4. All right, we got 187.5. So that's how much protein you need to get per day. And I would say probably more than that even. That seems low to me. Because I eat like fucking 275. Is that right? Well, I'm also eating more calories than you. That's why. I'm eating, 3,200.
For 2,500, that seems accurate.
Yeah. So,
depending on the percentage ratio, which is what I'm going to ask you about when we're done here.
Okay. So then, what do we got left? We got 25% for fats. All right. So we do 0.25 times
2,500.
2,500. 625 calories from fat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We divide that by how many calories per gram of fat?
9.
9. There you go. You had to think about that one. So that's how much fat you need to get per day.
That's a funny number.
Damn right. 69, I'll tell you what. And that's not a lot. You can definitely eat that in 2 sittings. One if you really fuck it up. If you get
so basically just don't go over 70 grams on my calculation diet here.
Yeah. Okay. So you probably should have been writing this down somehow. We should have taken notes for this.
Well, here I can I'll put it on my phone.
Yeah, this is very good information. And anybody out there listening can use this same theory to get their numbers. And you're probably not going to eat 2,500 calories a day. It depends. This we got a big fella here. And he's used to eating more calories than that. So
is that a fat joke?
Anyways, shots fired. But for me, for instance, I'm trying to gain weight. So I normally eat about 2,500 calories a day, but I'm trying to gain weight. So I started at 3,000 calories, right? And just crunched the numbers the other way. But then my weight gain slowed down, so I added another 250 calories a day just to, get the process going. And sure enough, I started gaining weight again. So by this math, okay, if you're, and this is strictly math in terms of gaining or losing weight, eating the same thing. But if you're going from eating like shit to eating the right things and working out and reducing your calories, you can lose a lot of weight. But by this math, the way I'm doing it, with 500 calories extra, you'll gain 1 pound a week. That's how the math breaks down, 1 pound a week. And yeah, so what were you going to ask? You've been holding a question for a while.
Well, okay, so your goal is to gain weight, which I get that. That's fine. I mean, any bodybuilder's goal would be to gain weight. However, you did mention I'm a pretty hefty dude, not in the places that I need to be.
Sure.
My goal is to like lose that part while gaining the up.
Right.
So the ratio of 45 to 30 to 25 may not necessarily be as conducive to my diet as yours.
Okay, yeah. So that's an interesting.
So can we
point.
talk about like, maybe changing that number up a little bit?
Right. So there's a lot of different theories about how many carbs you should eat, and there's a lot of people that say you shouldn't eat so many carbs, So in your case, what I would do, I would keep the fat low for sure. And I would probably up the protein and reduce the carbs in that case. That would probably work better for you. So
let's come up with numbers right now.
Okay.
I'll make it happen right now.
Probably like, in that case, I would probably say like 40, 35, 25. That's probably good.
Well, the fats are staying the same. Shouldn't I reduce the fats a little bit?
No, keep that. That's another thing too. Not only if you go low on fats, it's like fucking impossible to eat anything because everything has some fat in it, So it's like, it's really hard to like eat 15% fat. It's like you'd be fucking starving. So, but also fat is very important for testosterone production and among other things as well. But if your fat gets too low, like you have no libido, you'll just feel weak in the gym. Like it sucks. I've definitely done those diets before and I didn't realize why I felt so shitty, So you need to have some fats, but if you go too high, that causes problems too. So, but yeah, they actually say that like, if you have a diet that's high in fat, that is like incredible for your testosterone. Like it'll be like, off the charts. You'll be feeling aggressive and fucking hard ass cock. So that can be a good thing too. But, that's not so conducive for losing weight. So, all right. So we said 40, 35, 25.
Yeah, so let's redo here, I'll write this one down. Let's redo those numbers.
Okay. Oop, damn, I struck out.
So 2,500 calories a day still, times 0.4.
All right, that's an easy one. 1,000 calories.
1,000 calories of carbs a day. Not bad.
So divide by
4.
There you go. That gives you the amount of grams you need.
250.
That's a nice, easy number. That's easy to work with.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then we're going to do 35% of protein. 2,500. All right, so that's 875 calories a day from protein.
Okay. Divided by 4.
Yep. So shoot for like 220. And this is what I would do. With protein, you want to get at least that much. You know what I mean? So if you get 250 grams, that's awesome, But if you get like 175, that's bad. You need to up that shit. You need to get like 220 a day. That's a good range.
So if I only have like 100 calories, if I only have like 100 grams of protein, I'm going to be drinking a lot of protein shakes at night.
You mean you want to have, like I said, we do like 3 shakes a day. That's a lot of shakes, but that's
now,
plenty.
are you talking like actual shakes or like the scoops per shake? Because I do like
3 scoops.
Okay, so like I do 2 scoops every morning. So
right,
like that's 2 shakes.
I do a scoop and a half in each shake, and I do 2 shakes a day. That's what I do. It's varying times that I do that, but so all right. Then we got fats left, and I think that stayed the same, right?
Yes, 25.
I forget what number it was. 625 divided by 9. Yeah, so like 70 grams of fat. All right.
Oh, it's like 69 something.
Yeah, exactly. So, and for me, my which I'm also gaining weight, so it does work a little differently. It's not such a big deal if I go over on the fats, but like if you're going to cut, like that shit's important. So definitely try to stay on that one. But you don't want to have less than like 50 something. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of room there to work, but not that much. And that, like I said, this shit's so high in calories that like, if you have one thing that's kind of bad and like, you get up to, you can easily get up to 80 or 90 grams of fat, in like one bad sitting. And, then your numbers are fucked for the day. So it's all about efficiency. You're trying to stack these efficient days together, one after another. You hit the gym and all these things, and staying on this not only is going to, keep you focused, but it's also going to give you better results sooner, which is going to encourage you to keep going to the gym, because that's what's hard, is to keep going when you're not fucking getting results. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
which, to be quite honest, I'm not seeing. I've been doing this for like a month already. I feel better. Don't get me wrong. Like the endorphins are there, but it's just, the numbers are staying the same. And that could be a number of things. It could be the fact that we're bodybuilding while I'm trying to lose weight. So my numbers are just kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
But
it's because it's all calories. You're recomping. That's what's happening. They call it recomping when you gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. And you're in a position where you can do that right now. Mm-hmm. It only happens when you first start, because after that, you'll get used to, your body gets used to having X amount of muscle or whatever. And it becomes like impossible to keep losing fat and gain muscle at the same time. So it's like, that's when you start doing like the bulk or the cut, So with you can like cut and lose weight and still gain muscle, which is awesome. That's really exciting, because I can't fucking do that when I go to cut.
You don't have to worry about that. Your metabolism is faster than the speed of sound, dude.
It's fast, but I mean, it's not as fast as you think. You know what I mean? Because I eat well, and I have for years and years. Before that, I was skinny, but I was like scrawny, no muscle skinny, and I'm still way thinner than I want to be. I'm 180 pounds. I'm 6'3". That's not a lot of weight. You know what I mean? I could be like 220 easy.
Well, hey, at least according to BMI standards, you're not morbidly obese, which is what I am.
Not for long. You're gonna be morbidly fucking jacked.
We'll see where that goes.
Fucking swolled up.
Half the reason I'm doing this is a financial thing.
Oh, you can save some money. Yeah, on the
insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, very true. So, all right. So now we kind of got your diet in order.
Figured that out.
We'll get into more detail about that too, about what's in what specifically.
Yeah, one final thing before you go on. I did talk to my mother, before I got here. I talked to my mother about
what she had
that.
To say.
So I counted my calories for the past week on the little Fitbit app that I have, and she basically called me back and told me she saw everything that I'd been eating, all the calories that it was intake, and she's like, "Yeah, so your biggest problem is your caloric intake is junk food. So just stop that and stop drinking, and you'll see a significant change."
Yeah, absolutely.
Right off the bat. So
yeah, they call it cleaning up your diet is the typical term for that, and that's definitely going to make a huge difference. But even then, if you ate perfect right now, you'd probably lose some weight just from eating healthier things. But in theory, if you're eating the same amount of calories, I don't think you would lose weight. You know what I mean? Mm. It would still, you're going to put your body in an efficient mood or mode so that when you work out, the shit that you're eating is turning into muscle instead of fat. You know what I mean? So even if you stayed the same weight, you would constantly look better and better. But yeah, I mean, if you cut your calories a little bit, you're going to start dropping weight like a motherfucker, and your clothes aren't going to fit, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to happen. I can't wait to see it. You're gonna get fucking...
Yeah, I can't wait to start wearing clothes that I've been trying to wear for years now.
You're going to get fucking abbed up, Braj. So, okay.
Line up, ladies.
Now the workout, right? So we've been hitting the shit hard. We've been doing legs twice a week and, upper body twice a week, but that breaks down into we have a leg day like today where we did squats, right? Mm-hmm. So
leg day is my favorite day, by the way.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I enjoy some parts of it.
Not your favorite day. It's my favorite day. I like doing squats. I feel like I'm making
it changes
gains.
Around. Some days I'm super stoked about leg day because I'm looking forward to lifting a new weight or something. But if I'm just going in there and hitting 5 sets of 10 or something, it's oh fuck, this is gonna be hard. But honestly, now that I'm eating more and gaining weight and stuff, I feel more energetic in the gym and I'm enjoying it more. But when you're not doing that, I just feel weak and I fucking dread going in there because it just each workout's harder than the last one, even though I'm not getting stronger. So anyways, yeah. So leg day, don't fucking skip it. It's good for you. All right. Not only because you want to have a balanced body.
If you don't do leg day, you're going to look like a martini glass.
Yeah. I mean, really, you look like a fool. That's not good at all. But also, your legs are your biggest muscles that you have, right?
You walk around on them.
Yeah, I mean, when you do squats and deadlifts, they use a ton of resources, right? So you burn a lot of calories while you're doing it, but breaking down those big muscles puts your body in an anabolic state afterwards. Working out is catabolic, as they say. So like you're just destroying muscle at the time, but your body naturally goes into rebuilding mode, so you can fucking survive. And, you eat the right things, and it turns everything you're eating into muscle, and it speeds up your metabolism for the whole day after you get done working out. So don't fucking skip leg day. All right. I don't want to hear any excuses. Oh, I don't really want to, build my legs. I'm happy with the way my legs look. No, fuck that. All right. I'm not trying to get big legs, but it's great for your whole body, and you burn a ton of fat. And, it's going to help you get into an anabolic state and build muscle, which is going to help all of your other lifts as well. And rant over. I got strong feelings about leg day. People get me fired up on that shit. So, all right. So then after that,
I knew a couple guys in school who literally only worked out their arms ever.
Glamour muscles.
I'm not even kidding. These dudes looked like martinis.
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I can't stand that. So then after leg day, I think, what do we do? Chest and back? Isn't that next?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I just did arms yesterday. So yeah, then we'll do a chest and back day. And there's a lot of different ways to break this down, but just with the routine that we're doing, we'll do chest and back, right? So, typically I do 12 to 15 sets, something like that. So, maybe more than that. I usually do 3 exercises of 3 sets each. Okay. So we'll get in there and we'll hit some, either some bench or some incline bench for about 3 sets of 10, something like that. And obviously you want to use enough weight that it's challenging, and, you're not just going through the motions, oh yeah, well that's, I've kind of felt the burn. No, you need to be fucking pushing, because that's what's going to break down the muscle and put your body in an anabolic state. And that's what you're fucking in there for, right? So, and that's whether you want to gain weight or lose weight. That's what you want to do. Go fucking hard. And I don't want to hear this shit from women talking about they're scared to get big. You can't get big if you fucking try, because you don't have any testosterone. I got strong feelings about that too, man. I'm a rant machine tonight.
Out of all the women I've seen in this world, I think maybe 0.5% of them look like they should be men in that sort of sense.
And any ones that are competing that have muscle are definitely juicing hard, So
yeah, they put some time into that. That's their lifestyle if you do that.
Yeah. So anyways, I actually was bitching about that with Screffrey the other day too, Professor Screffrey Jones. So anyways, so we'll hit that for 3 sets, and then we'll hit a back exercise for 3 sets, right? So we'll do some bent over rows. And if you don't know what this shit is, just Google it. All right. I guess I could do it right now.
Bent over rows are fun.
Yeah, I kind of like them actually.
I was going to say you didn't take the screen off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I could have. And I'm also running this off of cell phone internet right now while I'm waiting for Frontier to come install some shit. But either way, you can get on YouTube and look up the proper form and figure out all this stuff. There's no excuse today to not be in there fucking getting it. Yeah, this dude right here, he looks like he's fucking getting it. Some bent over rows, bro. Oh, good luck. So yeah, that's really good back exercise. There we go. Nice high definition picture.
Mm-hmm.
Good little fucking terrible picture on my cell phone internet. So we'll hit some of that. About 3 sets of 10, same thing, And if you get 3 sets of 10 easy, go fucking heavier, right? So, a lot of times I'll get a set of 10, and then I'm just fucking burn out and I'll get a set of 8 or something. That happens all the time. That's what you want. And then after that, we'll do another chest exercise, right? So maybe some incline or whichever one we didn't do before. And, about 3 sets of 10, same thing. And then after that, we'll hit another back exercise. You could do some dumbbell rows. You could do some pull-ups, some chin-ups if you can lift your body weight like that. A lot of times they have a assisted chin-up machine And those are really good too if you can lift your own body weight. Yep, there we go. Assisted pull up right there. And those are great. I mean, that's a very good workout. Chin ups are one of the 4 best workouts you can do. They just use a ton of muscles. Whenever I do it, it hurts my abs hard because like I don't think about that, but like when I'm doing a chin up and pulling myself up, you're flexing your abs so fucking hard to keep yourself steady like that. So that's a great workout. So then after that, maybe another chest exercise, probably the last one for 3 sets of 10, something like that. Back
up for just a second.
Sure.
For people like me who have more body weight than their biceps can handle or their upper body can handle, chin ups, what is a good alternative?
Well, yeah, see, they have these machines here where
they don't have it in the gym that we use.
Right.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of that, I mean, you could hit, any other back exercise. Well, actually, lat pull downs. Okay, we have that in the gym, and that's the same thing.
Just make sure you tack on the weight on those.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely, no matter what's going on, you want to fucking push hard, So this is the same thing as a pull-up, basically. In this case, I think you end up, not using as many muscles. Like, if I do this, I never feel it in my abs or anything, but...
That's where you do a core exercise to make up for it.
Yeah, you definitely could. I never work my abs. That's another thing. I probably could benefit from it, but I mean, abs are made in the kitchen, not in the weight room. That's what I always say. It's all about what you eat, And like, while, you can definitely build up your abs and make them more defined, but you will not see them at all unless you have a really low body fat percentage. Once you get to like 15% body fat, you might start seeing the outlines of them some. And then you'll see them like all the time when you're like 10%. 10% body fat's pretty fucking lean. And you get down to about 7, you'll see like veins on your abs, like it's fucking sweet, but you got to eat like a angel and do cardio like a monster for fucking months to get there. But
it looks like it might take me a few years to do that.
Hey, yeah, it happens. But you
I do by the time I'm like 30, I want to look like that though.
Yeah, dude, you can definitely do it. You just got to stick with it and do all this shit. And so anyways, yeah. So you could hit lat pull downs or whatever. Basically, you do, 3 exercises for chest, 3 exercises for back. You could do chest, then do back, but I typically just kind of like do a set of each, just kind of give my chest a rest while I'm doing back or whatever, and vice versa. Or you could even superset, but that's kind of hard on your fucking heart. I always feel exhausted when I do that. Where like, I'll do bench, and as soon as I put the weight up, then I'll go over there and do like bent over rows or something, and that's just, it's rough. But you knock out a workout quick like that. I mean, you get a full workout in fucking 30 minutes, so it has its benefits to doing that. But I don't know. What questions do you have so far? I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that you don't understand why you do it. You know what I mean? Because like I've kind of just been like, hey, do this, just do it, and you're like, but should we? And I'm like, just do it, So,
I mean, no specific questions. No, I know the benefits that you get out of all this. So
yeah, it does. It definitely works here. Hold on a second.
Even I told you I talked to my mother about this. She's super into it, and it was effective because over the course of 2 years, she lost a crap load of weight.
Right.
And her boyfriend's kind of doing the same thing. But he's got a completely different theory about like eating every 2 hours, and like, you're not supposed to just have 3 meals a day. It's supposed to be like small meals for like 6 or 7 times a day. So like this whole the nutrition thing especially is like a whole. There's like thousands of different theories out there that you can use. I got to find what's right for me, and that's what this is all about.
Yeah, and I would say that the many meals a day thing is bullshit, because that's what a lot of people think. And there doesn't seem to be any evidence to back that up, There are plenty of people that are fucking shredded that do that. And then there's other people that eat like, one big giant fucking meal a day and stuff, like what he was talking about with the intermittent fasting. I don't remember the rules exactly, but it's like you only eat in like an 8-hour window a day. So for like 8 hours that you're awake, you don't eat anything. I can't fucking do that. I tried it a couple of times. I was just starving. By the time it came around, dude, I was fucking woofing shit down.
You digest faster than most people.
I mean, it did not work for me at all.
Well, the problem I have with the 6 meals a day is, I mean, on a day off, I could do 6 meals a day easily. It's like start eating something at 8 in the morning, eat something at 10, 12, 2, 4, you know. But like on a day when I'm working, you know, I've got the hour designated for lunch and I've got the time before work for breakfast and then barely enough time after work for dinner before I have to go to sleep.
Sure.
So like 3 times a day at most. Yeah. If that, to eat, you know.
So there again, you know, even if there is some benefit to having multiple meals a day or, you know, many meals a day, it's not going to work for your schedule. So it's like, that's out the window. You know what I mean?
It just throws it off. It's not like I'm gonna go snack at work, you know. Like,
I mean, do you wake up in the morning hungry?
Well, I mean, I do, yeah, but I mean, it's not like I'm dying of hunger unless I haven't eaten for the past like 12 hours.
Right. I got you. Yeah. Because like I was just saying to him, like when I wake up, I'm hungry. Like I got to eat something. And if even some days when I'm not like starving when I wake up, but I will be starving by like 11 a.m. You know what I mean? So like I have to eat a good breakfast or it's going to like ruin my day. You know, like I'll be at work fucking, I'm going to eat some, you know?
Right.
And that's the thing. If you let yourself get too hungry and you don't have access to good food, you're going to go get something out of the vending machine or whatever.
Well, I'll put it this way. I am hungry in the morning, but not hungry enough to like do it before my workout. So like if like say you and I are doing, you know, chest and back at 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
We go do that. I haven't eaten anything before that. I just literally roll out of bed, throw my shorts and shirt on and go for it.
Right.
And then when I get back, you know, I've built up, I've worked out enough. I've, you know, sped my metabolism up at that point, or so to speak. I don't know if that's how that works, but I'm hungry at that point. Like I want to eat something.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. Seeing for me, it's hard to get as many calories as I should be. Like right now, I'm probably fucked because I've been so distracted with doing this. I probably got to eat like way more calories before I go to bed. That sucks. But, so to help that, even if I'm not like starving in the morning, I'll wake up and I try to eat something like a couple, little cups of fruit, you know, with no sugar added, by the way, because they load that shit up with sugar and that syrup.
Trust
and all
me,
that.
I've been watching what I'm picking up. Told you I picked up some fat-free cheese instead.
Fuck yeah,
because I like my cheese.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like cheese too, and fat-free cheese by itself tastes a little different. It's definitely not as good as regular.
Well, that's
cheese,
something I put on my breakfast sandwiches in the morning. But even after your buddy was saying, like, be careful about eating carbs in the morning. Now I got to watch that.
Well, there's different theories about that, right? So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it matters so much. I mean, that might make a slight bit of difference, but that's like a minute detail. And he's very advanced. You know, he's been in really good shape for 5+ years. You know, so he's to the point where he's kind of obsessing over the details, sort of. You know, and it might make a slight difference. And for him, he's also trying to keep himself halfway motivated, because that's something you really struggle with after you've been at it for a while. Is like, you know, continuing to improve when like he's already like in great shape. Like I've seen this dude fucking shredded, you know, like I get fucking shredded when I cut in the summer, but like I've been like, God damn, dude, he's fucking ripped, you know what I mean? And crazy abs on his crazy veins on his abs and shit, and I was like, holy fuck, man, he looks like he just came out of a fucking magazine or something.
Veins on his abs, and his veins have abs.
Yeah,
the abs on his veins.
Fucking abs on his abs. So you know, he's kind of obsessing over the details, whereas like I don't even give a shit about that. You know, I think it's all about hitting your fucking macros, man. If it fits your macros is what that's called. IIFYM, I think is what it is. Definitely look into that there, listeners. And yeah, I don't know. I would like to elaborate some more on this. We'll have to fucking change up your stuff this week, see what kind of results you get, and we'll adjust it from there.
Yeah, you know, as long as you don't mind having me on the show, I'll be back.
Anytime. I think this about wraps it up for this episode here. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Deuces.
Later.